For centuries, the game of chess has been a stage for the greatest of minds, but never before have we seen a story like this. One master, an icon whose name is synonymous with Indian chess itself, Viswanathan Anand, and another, a prodigy who has shattered every expectation. At just 19 years of age, she didn't just play the game, she has changed it forever. The first Indian woman to win the FIDE World Cup, earning her place among the legends. Divya Deshmukh, their stories, their strategies, their shared legacy. This is not just chess, this is a revolution. And leading this revolution are the two people who are joining us on NDTV at this moment. Divya Deshmukh, a chess grandmaster now, the FIDE World Cup champion. I also have the 5-time world champion, the grandmaster Viswanathan Anand, Vishy the King, joining us here on the broadcast. A very warm welcome to the both of you. Divya, I would like to start with you. You know, I want to go back to that one moment. The moment you won that tournament, the moment you won the World Cup, the emotions that you showed there, it was something else. So you went and hugged your mother. How was it like? How did you feel in that particular moment?
It was quite a moment for me because I think after a month long of emotions, I think that was the moment I couldn't hold it in any longer. So I think I just had a surge of emotions come up.
Has it sunk in yet? Has it sunk in that you are a world champion right now? A World Cup winner?
It has, but at the same time it hasn't. I haven't gotten a lot of time to myself since I got back, so I think I need some more time.
All right, lovely. Vishy sir, what was your reaction when Divya clinched the World Cup? Was it of a proud mentor? Was it that moment, or was it just pure excitement for you?
Well, it was wonderful news. We already knew then that one Indian player would win the World Cup. And it was a kind of battle of the generations, yeah. Koneru Humpy versus Divya. And, congratulations to Divya for winning this important competition. That also is a pathway for both of them to qualify for the candidates. Yeah. And if one of them wins the candidates, then India will have a player in the World Championship. So, a big step. The other good news is that Divya achieved the Open Grandmaster title.
Yeah.
But I think for her personally, it's just the strength she brought to this event. This was a more stable, consistent performance from Divya. So I think she must be very happy with that.
But how does it feel to see one of your mentees make history as the first Indian woman to win the Women's World Cup?
That's always a nice thing, and but I think the whole everyone in the chess community has been kind of waiting for this moment from Divya. She's considered one of our big promises, and I felt it was in the air, and luckily it happened here.
That's amazing. Divya, your match with Koneru Humpy, it was quite intense. All of us were on the edge of our seats. What was going through your mind during the tie breaks when it was happening? What was the thought like?
It was definitely one of the most challenging things to handle my nerves at that point, because of course it was the final, so there was a lot of expectations from myself, from others. Also, I didn't want to just settle for silver after coming so far. So I think there was a lot going on in my head, but I was just trying to focus on what I can do on the board, bring my best out on the board, and trying to handle my nerves that day.
I also want to focus a little bit on your professional relationship with Viswanathan Anand. You have worked with him, with his academy. What has your relationship been with Viswanathan Anand? Has it been like that of a mentor? Has it been like a father figure? Has it been any different? Is he strict? Is he a strict person?
Vishy sir has been, I think, the guiding force for Indian chess, and he has supported me throughout my career, and I was also associated with Vaka, so I think he has a huge role in all of our successes. And yeah, I think Indian chess is eternally grateful to him.
But do you discuss specific games with Vishy sir, or is the mentorship more holistic? It is more about mindset, more about career, or do you like discuss specific games as well?
I think I'll let Vishy sir take that.
Vishy sir, why don't you answer that?
Sure. You know, when we've interacted, we have discussed her recent games, what she thinks are the areas that went well, that didn't go well, things like that. I don't think of myself as being very strict or anything, but we just discuss chess. You know, two professionals just discussing what's the best way forward.
But how different is coaching today's young players, like somebody like a Divya Deshmukh, compared to when you were coming up? How different is it?
Well, I didn't coach before, so I've only really been working and mentoring with students for the last 4 or 5 years. And of course, this is a very modern generation. Most of them have access to the best working methods, the best computers, and so on. And it's a question of just passing on the experiences at the board, what you think might happen at the board, because people still make mistakes at the board. How do you try to maximize your results there and so on?
But Vishy sir, when you speak about Indian chess at the moment, India has a wave of young chess talents right now. Do you feel we are living through that golden age that we envisioned, maybe you envisioned 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago? Do you think we are living through that golden age?
Very much. I would say that the results of the Olympiad were kind of the stamp. Already from the previous Olympiad, the momentum had started. So the Olympiad in 2022. But Budapest was spectacular in that both our teams, our men and women's teams, got their gold medals. And if in the meantime you see that Gukesh has become world champion, and that now our presence is starting to be significant at the top of the women's game. I mean, you know, with Divya as a result, and the fact that she beat so many of her strong Chinese rivals. I think China is still the leading power, but there's potential for a great rivalry there. So, and I think it's especially fantastic for the game that the women's game is getting its share of time under the spotlight.
But do you ever sit back and think, wow, this is bigger than I ever imagined when I was starting out?
I don't. It was a very different time when I started out, and I wasn't really thinking that much into the future. But of course, I'm delighted with how things are evolving.
Lovely. Divya, I also want to focus on your matches, especially with the Chinese players. As Vishy has said, China is still the Chinese players are still the players to beat. What was the mindset going into those matches? What were you thinking going into those matches?
I don't think I had any different mindset while going into matches with Chinese players than with other players. I think I was just trying to focus on how I am playing and if I am capable or if I'm able to perform my best on the board.
Okay. let's talk something apart from chess. When you're not, studying lines or playing tournaments, what does a normal day look like for you? What do you do?
I don't think I can answer this without the word chess. So, can't go far from chess. For now, I think I'm way off my normal routine, but I think a normal routine would be like I wake up. I think physical exercise is quite important, so I would try to get some of that in and then get back to chess. I think it's quite a normal routine for every sports person.
But how do you handle that mental demand of playing professional chess? Do you meditate? Do you journal? Or do you just switch off? What do you do?
I've been trying to implement all of that recently, but I think I need to work on it much more, because seeing how hard it is to manage your nerves, especially during such crucial situations, I think I need to work on it much more.
Okay. What is your next, what is next on your competitive radar is the candidates. Are you prepared for it? Are you preparing for it? What is the mindset going into that? And also to add to that question, do you see yourself as one day challenging for the Women's World Championship also?
I mean, of course, that's the eventual goal, right? So I would give my best and try my best and hope to reach there. So candidates is definitely the main tournament on the list for now, but next month I'll be traveling to Uzbekistan and playing in Grand Swiss, which also has, I think, another 2 qualification spots for candidates.
Vishy sir, last 2 questions from you, and this is just for the fun of it. Who wins a blitz match? A 19-year-old Viswanathan Anand or a 19-year-old Divya Deshmukh?
I was a decent player at 19, but I think I'm going to lob this question back to Divya.
Divya, answer that, please.
I think it's not even a question easily, Vishy sir.
All right. Vishy sir, any final thoughts, any final message that you have for players like Divya, and especially Divya because she is going to be competing in the candidates? Any final thoughts, any message that you want to give her and all the chess players in the country?
Well, just I want to congratulate her. I think for her, after Budapest, this was the result she was waiting for, and I think the future is wide open. If she can maintain the kind of performance she showed here in both the future competitions and next year's candidates, then the sky's the limit. So, good luck to her. And more generally, I'm just very happy that the women's game is getting a lot of attention, and I hope it inspires a lot more young girls to take part in chess competitions.
All right, Divya Deshmukh and Viswanathan Anand, thank you very much for speaking with NDTV, and Divya, all the very best for your upcoming tournaments.
Thank you so much.